Yo, what is up? It is your boy Defness45 coming back at you with another DraftKings deep GPP picks from your boy Defness45. Not a good night last night, and we gotta let it be known when we don't do so good. So I've been doing pretty decent the last few nights up till last night, right? Twins got the win. Barreros was great. My pitchers were not bad. My pitchers were pretty much on to where I thought they would be. However, my Twins stack, or the guys I was on for the Twins, were not so good, right? I had Mitch Garver. I didn't even talk about him on the slate. I had him in one lineup in DraftKings, and I had him in one lineup in FanDuel. So I did not do good, right? Lost quite a bit of money, but that's all right. Not quite a bit. I play consistently. I think I played $15. I lost $15. So no big deal. I already have a bunch of lineups in for today. But I'm just going to cover the slate real quick. We have an 8-gamer. We do have an early slate. I might pop on that if I have a chance, if the calls don't come in while I'm doing this. But otherwise, let's just dive right into the main slate, guys. 8 games. Looks like weather will not be a concern for any of them. So, guys, remember in baseball, any games that are outdoors, you want to keep tabs on the weather. You want to keep tabs on if games get postponed, what have you, so you don't get big goose eggs in your lineups. Okay? One big thing you got to think different from NBA, in that every game in NBA is played indoors. Now, there was one game where you had the floor was a concern, right? It was this Philadelphia and somebody else. Not last year, but the year before. So the game got canceled or put later because the floor was wet. Moisture or something was coming up. But that's a rarity. That's not going to happen normally. But weather can be a concern, okay? So you guys got to keep tabs on that. But today everything looks good, right? So we'll go through the pitchers really quick like we always do, just kind of touching on who's with what. A lot of times when I'm looking at my stacks or who I want to go on, there's two things I'm looking at. I'm looking at, obviously, number one, who's going to be the popular owned pitchers, right? Because we want to get some bat stacks against that pitcher in case it doesn't go the way that these guys plan. And then two is guys in good positions, right? So we got Sale against Baltimore. It's in a crush spot, right? But he's going to be popular owned. So you may want to take a risk if you're going to play 10, 15 lineups. You may want to put some Baltimore bats in there. Put a Villar, some of those guys. Kershaw against Braves. Interesting. Boyd I do like. He is expensive against the Angels. Full of Twins against the Dodgers, however you pronounce his name. Skaggs against Detroit. Peacock I really do like against the Royals. Hendricks against the Marlins. Sonny Gray against Oakland. I love John Gray here at home against the Giants. That's a good spot. I love Gibson as well. On the pitcher side, I'm not going to go as heavy on bats for the Twins today, even though I'm busting the Twins hat. They got the Blue Jays still. Thornton's got the Twins. Lopez against Houston. Anderson against Cincy. Urena against the Cubs. Holland against against Colorado, and Cashner against Boston. Okay? So, as I already made it said, I have a crunch right over here. John Gray, Kyle Gibson crunch. So, as you can see, Boston is going to be popular, but I'm going to like the Boston bats today. Moreland, Martinez, Benintendi, Betts as well. I'll mix in some Astros bats in there as well. Altuve continues to be hot. My other stack, obviously the Rockies are going to be really popular. A stack I'm going to go up, and I'm going to put some lineups in, though, is going to be the Reds. Cincinnati righties against Oakland. Against Anderson. I'm going to attack Anderson a little bit today. The Reds are always bats that you can get in there that are going to be some salary savings for you. Okay, so guys like Dietrich, Perez, Puig, guys like that, you could sprinkle in as well. But big would be like right here, and then Boston and the Reds are gonna be my big bats. John Gray, Kyle Gibson, Matt Boyd, and Brad Peacock are gonna be my 4 pitchers. Those will be the 4 pitchers I have in the slate for tonight for the main slate. Now remember, this is main slate, not early. We do have an early slate as well. So again, you kind of throw this in here. We go John Gray with Kyle Gibson. We could just throw Hicks in here for now. 3,400. Jets. So then you got Moreland, right here. Second base, you got Altuve. So you got Dietrich as an option. Altuve. Again, you could go Villar on a stack against one stack against Chris Sale, just to be different, right? There's Perez. I don't know where he's at here, but let's throw Altuve in the mix. So Altuve would be one of my one-off guys. Turner would be another. Also Corey Seager. And then a couple other one-offs I'm on would be Max Kepler, which you see here in my lineup, and Jock Peterson. Love Jock Peterson tonight. So maybe even a little stack on the Dodgers as well, going like Turner, Seager, and Jock Peterson, right? Those would be some options. What's Jock Peterson? What's his salary? It's $4,700. He's a little pricey on FanDuel. He is a lot cheaper. He's like $3,000, I think. So real cheap bat at a great price, right? So we'll put Kepler in here, $4,300. Third base, we had Turner. We already put Turner is $3,800 right here. Seager and Turner are just too cheap, man. $3,800, too cheap. So then that leave us with $5,200 on the board. So we could go Brantley, we could go Martinez, Benintendi. Probably put Martinez in there, right? I would switch it up a little bit like that. Leaves us $300 on the table. So this would be a look at kind of where we're at. So again, to recap, we're going to be on Matt Boyd against the Angels for pitching. Kyle Gibson against the Blue Jays, which makes my stomach turn just a little bit because he's either on or he's off. He's been good so far, pretty decent this year. Hope he keeps it up. John Gray, I love against the Giants. And Peacock against the Royals, I love. Right? 3 out of those 4 I absolutely love. Bat stacks one more time. Red Sox bats. Rockies are going to be popular as well, but they're pricey. And then I'm going to go with a red stack, and I guess you could say a Dodgers stack. And I'll be mixing in Dodger players as one-offs. One-offs once again, Brantley, Jock Peterson, Max Kepler, Justin Turner, Corey Seager if you're not doing a Dodgers stack. So let's go ahead. Let's look at early really quick here. Whoops. Give it a minute. My calls aren't coming in too crazy, so let's just go over to early really quick. Right. Actually, let's see if we can get it. We're still getting this one. Alright. Just make this real quick. Go to early here. Alright, so my your early pitchers are Morton, Flaherty, Ray, Egoff, Woodruff, Kingham, Hellickson, and Miller. I like Robbie Ray. I mean, Morton's going to be popular. Flaherty's in an alright spot. I really like Robbie Ray and Woodruff are my 2 guys I would go after. So let's just do this and see what happens here. So they have Mathis. You got Carpenter in there again. They love the Brewers. I like the Brewers. I'm stacking Brewers in my early. Put a couple Pirates in there as well, like Polanco would be a guy. Matt Carpenter again. We're still going to one-off him in the early slate. So it's just a little added bonus I'm throwing in here, guys. So Mathis, 2,500, you're just saving. Yeah, he's at the bottom of the order, but remember, guys, catcher is kind of that position you just kind of throwing around. Moustakas, let's get Shaw. Shaw is just so cheap. He hasn't done much, but I feel like he is going to bring it on here soon. I truly do. So get him while he's cheap, and let's hope he goes off here. And Cabrera. So you look at something like that. you know, for the early. This would be an early look, right? If you want to see what, let me crunch like Morton and Woodruff, just so you know what it looks like. So this is, they go more Pirates with Robertson. You got Goldie in there now, Carpenter, Morton. Throw this one in here real quick, and then I'm gonna get going, guys. I gotta get back to work. I'm trying to bring this to you guys real quick. Weekends are better. My streams for the slates on Saturday and Sundays, catch them because they're much better. I have more time to kind of work with you guys and be on here a little bit more than I do during the day. I'm kind of rushed, so I apologize if it seems rushed. I apologize if I seem like I'm not going through as much during the week. I'm just trying to give you guys kind of my plays as a bonus throughout the week, you know, with me having to work. So this would be what something like that would look like. This would be like with a Morton and Woodruff, right? So, guys, that's going to do it. We continue to move closer and closer and closer to the 500 sub giveaway, which will be more than one winner. I'll make sure it's sweet. I'll make sure it's good. So get my name out there. Help spread the love. I'm doing this all for free. I'm not selling you guys anything. These are just my plays, my picks, giving you guys some looks. When we get an NFL season, like I said, I'm decent at baseball. I'm not bad. But football is my go-to, man. Football is where I'm going to be bringing a lot of content for you guys multiple times throughout the week, looking at different things, different plays. So, yeah, give me a like. Smash subscribe if you haven't already. You want to follow me on Twitter, it's at IamDefness45. I hope you guys all have a blessed day. Enjoy life, man. We got nothing but time against us. Let's make the most of it. With that being said, I'm out. Peace.